So we just left the Hard Rock hotel. It was a beautiful stay, and we're heading back home right now. First, we're gonna go stop at Electrify Garage, see those guys. This video is gonna be all about the charging back to North Carolina using the Electrify America chargers. We're gonna see if we can make it a little bit better as far as, because I think we were looking at the footage seeing that we were plugging in too early, or maybe we need to wait for the app to talk to the charger. So we are on our way home from the beach. We just left the Hard Rock Hotel. We had a great stay there, and we have to charge here just down the street. Actually, it was 6 miles from the hotel. This is at Electrify America, and we're gonna plug in and see while she's doing that on the app, and we're gonna see if it goes in a little bit better. And now it's connecting to the car, which this is already working faster than it did the way down here. So there's different rates here. If you're a member or a guest, this would be 43 cents. I think you save like 30%. If you're a member, you pay, I think, $4 or $8 a month. I can't remember what that is, but they take Apple Pay, they take a Google Pay, and you can pay right through this as well. 251.06, yes. I hear it kicking in. Now it goes. See, that was quite a bit faster. That was quite a bit faster. So Karen waited in the car. We logged in through the app before we plugged in, and it gave that time for communication to happen, and that actually went pretty smooth. So now we just need to see if we're getting good speeds. Now the car is cold. We haven't done anything. We've only gone 6 miles, and we're at 46%. We're getting 80 kilowatts. That will probably ramp up as we get the battery warmer, but right now it's only 80 kilowatts. We've got a little time to kill. So far the connection has gotten a lot faster than on the way down here. We just need the speeds to go up a little bit more, and I think that will happen as the battery gets warmer on our way home. Like the next charger, I think we'll get those speeds that we should have got, or that we did get on the last charge. But again, we're at 48% battery too. The cool part is at a Tesla charger, all you see is Teslas. Here you get to see other cars. This is an ID4. They're not in the car, so I'm gonna film some of it. I think it's an ID4. It's a Pro. It's the Pro S version. This is charging. These can only charge at 150 kilowatts, but this is a nice, big, and roomy. Yeah, it's ID4. I've never seen this in person, but they can charge at 150 kilowatts. Very roomy inside, it looks like. They're 88% battery, but very nice looking car. Not sure on the specs of it, but it does look very, very good. If it had faster charging, I think that might be a competitor to the Model Y. But we didn't actually go anywhere. This stayed in the parking garage, and it is filthy now from all the dust. So hopefully, maybe we hit a rainstorm, wash this off a little bit, but I will be washing this anyway when we get home. I wish we would have had faster charging on our trip. If you haven't watched that video, there's a link down below for it. I think if we only had to charge twice, because if we'd have got faster charging, we would have been able to just charge twice, just like Tesla Tino did, and we would have been able to probably make it even time with the Tesla. I think that's what it would have been. If he'd have gone straight through instead of stopping with us at the last charge, I think we would have only lost by 20 minutes or so. A lot of that was due to the charging, setting up the charger plus the charging speed. So I think it would have been a very close race still. So, but of course Tesla has the better network for sure, by far, hands down. Been charging for 5 minutes. It doesn't really show you much. This is kind of nice. You get to see some information, but the Tesla app shows you everything in the car anyway. Oh, we're getting 79 kilowatts, so we're not really getting good speeds. But we're going to charge here a little bit, see how much it takes to get to Electrify Garage, and then we'll charge there while we're hanging out with Chris. So we went into Walmart for really no reason, but we're at 82%, and we're getting basically 80 kilowatts. We've charged for 24 minutes, but we're going to be done now. I'm going to hit the stop button, and then we unplug. We have to push the button, and then push this button, and swing it around to the front. Icing that spot right there. People don't understand, but that is for charging only, and that guy doesn't give a shit. So we plugged in an Electrified garage. Let's go in and see the guys. It was great seeing Chris again from Electrify Garage. He's in Ocala, Florida. So if you're in this area and you need work done, like this guy pulled up in his Tesla and those other Teslas inside there, check them out. There's a number right there. They can do pretty much anything you need. Wraps, window tint, any accessories, you know, the whole 9 yards. I mean, look at his car. He definitely knows what he's doing. So check him out. It was great seeing you. I might be back down. So we just left Electrify Garage and we have 159 miles to get to the Brunswick charger. So I put it in efficiency mode, caps the car at 80 miles an hour, but it shows we have 175 miles of range. We'll probably end up with more.
At the light, turn left onto Altima Connector Road, then turn...
So we got here with a very, very low battery. And here is the charger. It is a 350 watt charger. So Karen's in the car right now, signing into this one. I'm gonna wait a little bit. It clicked, it moved over to a blue screen. Should I plug it in? All right. We got here with a very, very low battery, so we should be able to get some very, very fast speeds. We're gonna see in a minute. So you can see right here, if you're under 90 kilowatts, it is only 16 cents per minute. If it's 350, you're at 32 cents per minute. So it's initializing the charge. Really the only way you can tell if this is a 350 is because of these right here. They should put something bigger, 350, so that way other people... Is it charging? It says thank you for using Electrify America. Now it says initializing charge again. Charging air. So should I unplug it? Yeah, it's red here. So that was red on the car. All right, we got our first one that doesn't work. All right, so I moved over to this cabinet that we had before, which only gave us low rates, but we used that one. So I'm going to use this plug this time. It's hard to film and do this, and you have to flip this down. So I'm going to plug in, connecting to vehicle. Now the battery's nice and warm because I can feel the fan underneath off my legs, so this should give us a really good charge. This is faster doing it this way, so we don't have to unplug and if this goes. I think it's the same thing again. Wait, there was a click. Oh, it's green. Alright, so we are charging. So now we're only at 2% battery, so we're getting 124. We're going to see what that ramps up to, because right around 5% it should pick up. Alright, so we're getting 130 kilowatts at 9% battery. I don't like that. We're gonna go back to the other charger, the other cable, and we're gonna see if we can get some better rates, because this kind of sucks. We hit stop. So we're back to this one. I don't know why that one's making noise. But we're gonna grab that cord, because we tried this cord before. Connecting to vehicle. All right, initiating charge. There we go, green light. It's charging. All right, so it doesn't look like there's much difference here. We're at 11%. So I found out one of the reasons I called to this number There's a number for customer service, which is really nice. They're really helpful. I gave them the number here. She was able to look at this system, and this system is producing or outputting 100 kilowatts less than it should. So they're going to come out and fix this. And I had her check the other ones, and we're going to be able to skip the one we stopped to first, I think, and then make it all the way to Columbia. And she said that one's working flawlessly. So we're going to get in the car. We have enough juice now, and make it all the way to Columbia, and then we can charge really fast and get all the way home. Well, I do like how these glow really nice. We ended up stopping at Waltersboro or something like that. This is where we stopped at before, and the first time on our trip, and this was a slow charge, but we're gonna see if it works better this time. So we plugged it in. We're waiting a little bit so it can initialize. Once it goes to the screen, Karen's going on the app. She's putting in the number. Karen just noticed that. It's way up top there, so you don't have to get out. And the battery's nice and hot because we were in a pack of cars traveling pretty quick. And it's initializing. It should click here soon. There it goes. It's clicking. And then it should be. And it is charging. Awesome. And we're only going to get...
I think that they've maxed these out, and because I think you're right what you said earlier.
Alright, so this is my theory. Let's put on some light. Oh gosh, that's green.
I like your better green.
So we're only getting 134 kilowatts, and that's kind of what we got. We ramped up to 140 on the way down here. So last time when I called there, she said that it was 100 under the speed, and I look really weird in green.
It's because you're going.
Yeah, it's from the lights. So what my thinking is, no one's called this because not too many cars can get 250 or 270 kilowatts here. Only the Porsche, the e-tron, and I think there's one more car. I'm not positive. There's probably not that many of them out there. So they probably haven't gotten any phone calls. So we're going to go on the Electrify America app and see if there's a way to message them. But if we go to the Columbia supercharger, she said those are working at optimal speeds. So if we only charge for a little bit, we can go there and get full speed and make it home pretty quickly. I think that's probably what we'll do.
And it's weird that the ones that are at optimal speed are the ones that are by big cities, so I wonder if someone, had cars or had called and complained at those certain ones, because these kind of off the beaten path ones have not. So, which
makes sense because the Jacksonville supercharger, or the Jacksonville charger, was fast. These two in the middle aren't fast, and then the Columbia supercharger is pretty close to Atlanta, which that's where Porsche is. That's where their headquarters for the United States is. So makes sense that those are going to be working fast. They need to know that this is running slow. But we could stay just here so we don't have to go out of the way. Because we're getting 136.
We would have to go out of the way if we go to Columbia.
I mean, 136 kilowatts is not bad. I don't want...
It's just going to take a while.
I don't want that to sound really bad, like these things are broken. They're not broken. They're giving decent speeds for a very long period of time.
It'll stay this way till over 80%.
Yeah, it'll stay very far, which is great. But it's great if you have an ID4 or a Mustang Mach-E. But this car can take more, and it's probably begging the charger to give it more, but they just haven't unlocked it. They need to know that. So, but we need how much? 200?
213.
213 to get home. We have 96 right now already.
But I'm really impressed with this car. It's very accurate.
It's very accurate. Even though I was driving fast there, and because there's a big group of cars of us, and it's still the watt hour per mile was 330, and we were doing quite fast, very fast speeds. So, very nice car. Just wish the charging network was a little bit better. It still works. We only came across one charger that didn't work so far. So there is a way in the app to report a problem. You can call them by hitting the button, or you can just type it out, which is awesome. We're gonna say that it wasn't charging as fast as it should be. That way we don't have to call, bug anybody, and also sit on the phone call for a while. And try to figure everything out. Hopefully this way it will send a technician out here to get these chargers a little bit faster. And then maybe, this would be awesome. If these are working properly, like they should be, and be able to get those fast speeds like Teslatina was able to get, as soon as he plugged his car in, he was getting 230, 220 kilowatts. If we're able to get full speed on this supercharger and then the one in Jacksonville, I think we would have beat. I know we would have beat him. I'm not sure if we'd have beat a Plaid because of the extra range on that, but I think we would have won for sure. Next time we know to call ahead of time to make sure these are working properly so we can get the top speeds. And actually we should do this test again. Maybe we should do it with a Plaid or even a long range. So again, I don't think this charging network is bad at all. I think it's a great system for any other EVs, not Teslas. There's a Model 3 right over there. I mean, you can charge here, you just need an adapter, but there's no need to because your charging network is amazing. So you might as well just stick with Tesla. And you know, obviously we have to stick with this for now until Tesla unlocks it. But once they unlock these speeds, what do you think we should do? Should we do this test again? It's not that far, it's 500 miles. We could do it with Tesla Tino. Anybody have a Plaid that wants to do this? Brooks from Drag Times, let me know when you can do it. I'll do it whenever. I think that'd be a good drag race, a 500-mile drag race. Now, we were only 10 miles over the speed limit when Tesla Tino and I did it, but I think it'd be awesome. Anybody, any takers? So even though we weren't getting super fast speeds, at 90% or 89%, we were still getting 100 and some kilowatts. I took a screenshot of it. For 30 minutes, we're already at 92% from 32. Even though we didn't get the full speed, it's still consistently strong all the way till we're almost full, which is great. So we were just able to run in there, go to the restroom, get a couple things, and we're gonna have enough energy to get home. So this is pretty fast, considering that it's not getting full peak performance. If you understand that, if you understand what I'm coming from, I'd like to see what that full peak actually does, all the way across. That's the next step. What's this gonna do? I wanna do a full charging curve from 5% to 90%. How fast is it, and how fast does it drop off? Because obviously it wasn't at 89%, we were still at 104 kilowatts. So I think it's gonna be awesome once we could sustain a long charge, a deep charge for a long time, and be interesting.